me. Okay, yep, stream's back up. And ta-da! Voila. Okay. And put notice everywhere. Six minutes, 20 seconds. Get my Diablo 3 on. Okay. What? I'm not muted. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, you can hear me here.
Yep.
Oh, now you can hear me. I'm talking to a person watching the stream. Okay. That might have been because I was mumbling. I didn't even stop to think about mumbling until after I noticed.
Ooga booga.
Oh my goodness.
I scared you, I'm sorry.
I just about shit my pants.
No, literally, I had my volume cranked all the way, and I saw the mouth moving on the character, but there was no sound. So I don't know if it was actually picking up like a fan or something in your room, but I didn't hear any voice until you said, okay. And I'm like, okay, shit, it does work.
Huh.
So yeah. Yeah, those things do pick up some background noise, so that could have been what it was.
Okay. Well, thank you for pointing that out and making sure that I'd be attentive in shit.
Yeah, I missed your first stream today because I was like sleeping.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I didn't even announce it. I just kind of like got on
The switchboard email came through. I saw that when I woke up and was going through. I'm like, well, he's not still here. There's no way. That was hours ago. And I just got the second alert, and I was like, oh, sweet, I can catch this one. I'm going to drop something in general. Do not say this out loud, please.
Okay. It's not like I'm going to be able to go look at it for a bit anyways.
There we go. This has been my last week.
Okay.
So now, you're not playing League of Legends, are you?
No. Now I'm playing Diablo 3.
The email says we're playing League of Legends.
I changed the stuff on my page, so it should have updated.
But the email 6 minutes ago said, hey, 3D Loki, 3D Nico is live. Gimpy is playing League of Legends, watch now. And I went, not Diablo? Click. It loads, I'm going,
That was... League of Legends was earlier.
yeah, well, it didn't change on the email. But I just wanted to make sure they didn't have a hell of an update to League since the last time I watched League.
Oh, there's been some of an update.
But not a Diablo 3 update.
Yeah, not a Diablo 3 update to League. That'd be like hella crazy.
Yeah, and I just refreshed the stream and it still says League of Legends. So
Weird.
It didn't patch. It happens sometimes.
I updated it on my page. I made sure to do that.
Yeah, sometimes Twitch doesn't catch it for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Shit happens.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Nico Loco.
Hello.
Shit, I need to save that. Oh, and I found out that every character I've released in the past 3 years has been wrong.
Okay.
That was fun. So I use a third-party program to make my shader nodes and skins. But then what I do is I redo all the skin textures so that they're mine and not looking like everything else that people using the same software use, or create rather.
Yeah.
And the shader settings in this thing are wrong to the fact where it's using the subsurface scatter layer in translucency instead of the scatter. So even if your textures are this rich and vibrant, beautiful, color-blended, high-detailed thing, because the weird silver textures getting put in the translucency, it deadens your character. It makes it look pale and dead. And I didn't know any better, and nobody who bought it or saw the samples said, she looks really off, dude, what the hell? So I just kept going for the last, umpteen years now. Well, about a year and a half on characters. And then I had a customer who were back and forth with me for about a day and a half. And they're German, so you already know how that turns out.
Yeah.
and they kept saying, well, if you just spent more time on your skins and added details, this would sell a lot better and they'd look a lot better. And I'm like going, motherfucker, I spend days on these skins. I have more detail than almost any other vendor out there. How can you tell me I don't have any friggin' details? Look at my textures. I've got pores. No one does pores. I got everything you can think of. I've got it in there. And it wasn't until they said the characters just look dead and pale. And I'm going, okay, well, there's no way in hell. So I pulled up a character that they owned and were bitching about. They sent me a render over. I used the exact same setup they did. I did a render, and it looked identical to them, which was different than the way it's supposed to look. So I reached out to a few of the people better than me, and they said, "Oh, you're using Skin Builder, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, then your shaders are all fucked up." He says, "Go ahead and swap out your SSS with your diffuse file, and then tell me if it looks any better." So I did that, and I'm going, "Well, this is how it was supposed to look. Holy shit, this is what I created. This, what I submitted, this is not what the hell I made. I don't know who the hell this dead corpse is, but this is beautiful." So I did a couple shots side by side. I posted them in a few Discords, and I'm like, "Hey, which do you like better?" And everyone but one person picked the updated version. And one person, I think he needs to go have some counseling because he might be a necrophiliac if he's the only one that can It's just like, yeah, okay, dude, we'll talk later, but wow, okay then. And so then I sent the pictures over to the customer, and she goes, or he, I can't tell if it's a male or female by the name alone. I hate going by just nicknames because it's like, I don't even speak German, so I don't know what that even means, but yeah, sure. At any rate, they said, this is exactly what I was talking about. See, if you just did this and took some time. I'm like, no. I fixed the shader. What you've been begging for is in the files. Just go look at the texture files. You'll see this. I'm like, I will make you quick fixes. And then eventually, probably around September, I'll put out official updates to all characters because all of them are broken. Anything I release between now and then will be fixed. We've already refixed the 2 characters that are in the pipelines.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh Christ, so there's more work I gotta do. And then with what I post in general, that added another 25 hours of work to my workload.
Yeah.
Because some people had to leave. So, yeah. I like the extra hours. I like being able to have more money, but oh my god, I have even less time now. This is the first day off I've had in over a week now. That's crazy. Oh.
Huh.
Yeah. So how's your week been?
Oh, hellacious.
Fun.
My body has not been agreeable for a while.
And how that goes. Sadly. Oh, cool. All right. Oh, you want to hear the best part? Because I was stopping to actually finish my food because, going on 4:30, I'm just now having breakfast for crying out loud. So the character I was working on most recently, Summer Hayes, I had envisioned her when I made her to be a very tanned white girl. Okay, maybe she's from the Caribbean, maybe she's from an island, but she's very, very dark tanned. Summer Hayes, right?
Yep.
Well, once we've tweaked the shaders, and my partner rendered her, he comes back with, "She's supposed to be a black girl?" I went, "What? No, she's a very, very tan. I gave her a dark tan skin." He's like, "Yeah, you might want to look at this picture." He sends me a shot over of the front and back, and I'm going, "Wow, that's not at all. Whoa. Hold on. Hold up the texture file. Look at the texture file side by side and went, whoa, I actually made that texture too dark. Yeah, she legit looks African American." And I'm going, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll re-render everything." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, thank you." And we also have to change the marketing up because now she's at minimum a mixed race character. And I really had to think because I almost just scrapped it because I have no desire to make an African character because the best I can do would look like weird stereotypes.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar enough with the bone structure, and that's what you need to get right when you're doing ethnic characters. You have to know the bone structure. Now, supposedly, everyone that's seen her with her corrected skin has said, "Yeah, that works." I'm like, "Why? She's got the proper high cheekbones, the mouth is right, nose is weird though, so maybe she's mixed." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen to what you say because I'm ready to just cancel this, but because my partner already spent a week's worth of work. I don't want him to not get paid, so okay. So I'm literally reluctantly releasing a mixed race character, and hope to God I don't get murdered over it. Not
Yeah.
literally, figuratively.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I don't think there'll be too many issues because our industry doesn't really have many. However, we did get um a really crazy email Monday. I think it was Monday, and it was a customer demanding that we redo our sign-up form and allow other things than male and female check boxes, or else they will never buy from us again.
Okay.
And Terry's like, what do I tell him? And I'm like, and instead I go right to coping mode for myself. So I'm like, Aaron, you're seeing this. Please add attack helicopter to the drop-down list, please. Because I myself identify as an Apache attack helicopter. Nobody found it funny, and I remembered, that's right, this is not my group of people. This are people who don't, yeah, okay. But I said, I'm like, honestly, if you really want to reply, if you really think you need to reply, please copy and paste this. Feel free to change it up if you need to. But to paraphrase what I wrote, while we totally understand that many people identify as other genders as male or female, nowhere on our site does it actually list this in print anywhere. It's simply something that's on every single form out there. We could and we may update this to allow, other genders to be selected, or even an other tab where you can type in your own, but we don't feel the need to do that before anything is publicly viewable by the general public. As it stands right now, your selected gender is not seen anywhere other than your admin panel by yourself. They actually replied back with, thank you very much, I understand that. I thought this was something that was being seen by everyone, and I didn't want that. And it was funny because Terry's like, I'm not sending that. I'm like, just send it. She goes, that's bullshit. I'm like, just do it. Trust me, do it. They're gonna bitch. No, they're not. Do it. And then she comes back like, they thanked you. And I'm like, of course they did. This is why I have this job. Fuck off. Where in reality, I wanted to say, just, please wait, we will add attack helicopter, you can select that and be happy, and charge up your guns and fire at will. But, not everyone has my twisted ass sense of humor.
Yeah, that's very true.
Of course, Hannah now says she identifies as a mailbox. I'm trying to find a joke in there, I know there's something, but,
A mailbox.
A mailbox. Now, I don't know how that's being spelled, which is the only thing I could come up with to fire back at her. I'm like, is that M-A-I-L or M-A-L-E? Because if you're an M-A-L-E box, I don't want to hear that. You're my kid. And if you're an M-A-I-L box, that's also weird because no one uses the mail anymore except for bills. So are you saying you don't get used anymore? Because if that's the case, I do want to hear that I am your father.
Oh, bye, Neko.
Bye. Now I'm stuck redoing thumbnail presets for every freaking thing I already rendered.
Fun.
No, it sucks. At least it's not the new character, because the new character, I had to take about 30 to 45 minutes per thumbnail to render, where normally it takes about 3 to 5 minutes per thumbnail. But I had to let these go all the way because of all the little tweaks and details that aren't in the other characters. Kind of sucked. Super Games. How is Super Games?
Don't ask me, man.
We got an email. I don't think it's spam. Super Games, the Golden Years Film Festival. Film Festival is back. It's been nearly 5 years since the last one. Okay. The golden years is this year's theme. We want to see your best moment from the last 5 years and even further beyond. The video doesn't have to feature older content, whatever you think showcases your golden years with us we want to see. You're highly encouraged to participate in our weekly game events during filmmaking or to capture some exciting moments, yada yada yada. What game? It doesn't say a damn thing about what their games are.
Awesome.
The company, I guess, is called Wicked Interactive, out of Toronto. Suba Games. What the hell is Suba Games? Copy. Welcome to Suba Games. Not sure which game to play? I can help you. Go hell. Let's see, what are your games? Nine Dragons, Ace Online, Divine Souls, Domo, Global Adventures, Luna Online. Oh, okay, it's Luna Online. Okay. Okay. It's that Korean MMO I tried and didn't like. Yeah, and they've redone the entire thing. You ever see that one, Luna Online?
No, I haven't.
Wow. They did change the hell out of this game. Yeah, I looked at Domo too. Domo was another MMO, I think. Well, at some point I must have signed up to their website and was asked for spam.
Awesome.
I guess. Arg. Past. Edit. Undo. Add. And I thought maybe I can get away with keeping the original preset thumbs up till I just did one render. And I'm looking at it like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's a big difference. It looks good though, it's just, I don't know. There's quite a few African characters out on the market over the years, and I don't want to say I've always just found them offensive, but just because you make the lips bigger and the nose rounder doesn't make it an African American character.
Yeah.
It's like, they have unique bone structure. And I hardly ever see anything that actually works, except for Monique, which is an official character from Daz. That's the only one that I could look at that with even a light tone skin and go, that's supposed to be an African American character right there. It's like, shit. So I always stayed away from all that stuff. Because I've got, even my partner's like, how come you don't make Asian characters? Because I don't know Asian bone structure. What? I said, if I did it, it would look like a stereotype. I would just make the eyes squinty, I'd make the nose small and the face rounder. And I'm like, that's not, you know, the right way to do it. So I would need to study a whole bunch of images and learn the bone structure and then learn how to resculpt that out. And yeah, I just don't care. Like, we already got a guy who literally puts out at least one new Asian character like a week almost. So he's good. We don't need more. It's doing it again.
What's doing it?
Your character's just talking a mile a minute, but there's no sound. Now it stopped.
Oh, I probably have the like lip sync thing messed up or something.
It's just weird. I happened to check over to see how you were doing in the game, and he's just going and going. I'm like, wait, there's nothing in my ear. What's going on? What the fuck? He muted himself to talk shit about me.
Yes! Haha!
You wouldn't do that. You'd turn it up.
I forgot what the hell I was gonna do.
You just gonna check general? No? Okay. Did you check that yet, by the way?
Oh, shit, yeah. Derp. Good job, me, right?
No worries.
Ah.
Yeah, 90% of the people in my circle fall under this category of my gag order. Isn't that a bitch?
Yeah.
I never realized how many people I actually knew that were not involved in my work industry. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna call. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'll just. I can't. Oh, I can't do that either. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun shit. Fun shit. And then I feel like a real complete asshole because, like, I'm sitting there and it's like, I can't figure out what I'm more fucked up over. A or B. And it's like, I don't even want to address B out loud because I don't want to seem like an asshole. And I'm afraid it makes me an asshole. But to the two people I did stress it out about, they're like, dude, that's completely understandable. I'm like, I know, but I still feel like a dick. Whatever. But supposedly a statement's going out tomorrow, regardless of what we have info-wise. So I'm just hoping that sticks. Cause yeah.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but because of all that, Tara took off for an undisclosed amount of time. So I was given, I was asked if I could pick up Tara's workload, and I laughed. And when they asked why I was laughing, I said because that was my job originally. I created it. There was no such thing before I was hired in. And I created that. And set up the schedule for it, set up the how much gets posted each day, what days, what times, what kind of spread outs. I'm like, that was all me. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can take it over for y'all when she's gone. Then I come to find out she hadn't done it since November on the one site and a month and a half behind on the other site. And I'm thinking, how
Holy
the fuck
shit.
is she getting paid if she's not doing the work?
No kidding.
outside of, pretty much being the stepdaughter. Not legally, mind you, but 15 years the parents were together. Not parents, but he was with her mom. So yeah, no idea when she's going to be back, or if she's going to be back. Personally, I don't think she'll come back, because of the fact that it's kind of easy to see she didn't do a damn thing from November on. It's kind of like, I might not still get paid to not work anymore. I might just quit. But I have no idea. And they also want me to start working with the store manager to do product releases and shit, which I'm kind of going to fight against that because, oh my god, it's a clusterfuck in the back end. I've now watched about 20 products get released, and I'm still not anywhere closer to understanding what I'm supposed to do it than before I had no clue. And she's like, it's really easy. I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, you gotta keep jumping back and forth from section to section, and even you keep fucking up. Plus, because I'm talking to you, and I get sidetracked. Okay, but still, I'd rather not. I'm not the store manager. I'm nothing store related. I'm the community and social media manager. That's it. And I'm also a gallery mod and a forum mod. But I have nothing to do with that store. Outside of promoting the products. Keep me the fuck out of the back end as much as possible. Well, we're using a Windows-based CMS called Canico. And personally, I think Canico sucks ass. But the owner of the company worked for Microsoft for like 15, 20 years. So he's like loyal to Microsoft. So we're using Microsoft servers and Microsoft software.
Okay.
And it is a clusterfuck. It was never meant to run a store. I mean, at best, I think it was supposed to be a project management script that the programmers hobbled into a content management script. I mean, it works. On the front end, it's a beautiful site. Lots of features, lots of stuff. And on the back end, oh my god, it is the most unfriendly GUI you ever saw in your life. It's mainly just tick boxes and text and drop-down menus. So you can get turned around real easily.
So worst GUI imaginable.
Well, it's kind of like, I haven't seen the new OBS, but it's like OBS versus XSplit. One has a fully built-out GUI, and the other one literally has a freaking white screen with text and clickable things. I'm hoping they changed OBS by now, but...
I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which is different than that.
Yeah.
From what you described, so...
Yeah. Well, I haven't used OBS or seen OBS in probably 12 years, 10 years. Back when I was last streaming, it was in 2007 or 2008. And then again, I think when Creators first started up, we were running that, but by then I was on exploit. Because I was like, oh, screw the other ones. But no, it's just, I don't know. It's a clusterfuck. And it was like, they had to walk me through the header rockers, because I've now got that handed to me 100%. I'm the one who decides what goes on the top of the sites, how long they sit for, how many are there, etc., etc. And all I kept asking is there a way for me to do this from the front end? He goes, no, you can't do any admin commands for the front end. I'm like, yes, you can. He's like, no, you can't. I programmed this. I know you can't. And I'm like, okay, let me show you this. Not to argue with you, but obviously you don't know the system you created. I have gallery permissions. He goes, yes, you can edit, change categories, rename, delete, move anything in the gallery using the gallery admin, but you can only do it through there. Okay, so I can't do this. And I went to a random picture, and then there's an edit image at the top right of the screen. I clicked on that, and it brought me to a GUI version of the gallery admin. And he went, holy shit, really? I went, yes, really. He goes, oh. You can't do that with a forum. I'm like, yes, I can. Watch this. And I went to the forum. I clicked on a user, and I hit user admin, or admin user, and it brought up a GUI version of what's in the back end. He goes, God damn. I go, yeah. So is there a way to do this through the front end? He goes, not that I know of, but you might find it, I guess. I haven't found it yet, sadly. Because I'm like, dude, I haven't touched the back end in probably 4 years. Because I can do everything from the front end, and the front end doesn't scare me, and there's no way I'm going to break the entire site
Yeah.
by clicking the wrong thing when I only have, it's all, you're on this image. Do you want to change this image? Yes. And it's not just, like, you want to rename this section? Warning, warning, you just changed the whole site parameter. You fucking broke it. No! Just keep it simple, please. That's all I ask. I'm not programmer man. I'm graphic man.
Bro.
Yep. How many friggin' makeups are there? I'm on 4 of 14. I have 10 more to go.
Yeah, I left John a voicemail, and I even tagged him on Facebook, and no response from him, so I'm giving up.
Lovely.
He hates me, so.
Doubt that he hates you, but he's just flaggy. You know that. Do this.
Like, you and Jared are the only people that love me anymore.
I'm sure Sean loves you. He's just been sick for the last 3 months. He's trying to be mean. Problem is he's over-medicating himself, but he won't listen. Keeping himself fucked up. He's got sinus issues. I've literally had sinus issues for the last month now. I haven't taken anything but a couple doses of Dayquil and NyQuil.
Fun.
He's had a similar issue and he's taken about 5 rounds of antibiotics. He's like, yeah, it's not helping. Not at all. Making shit worse.
Who? Yugen has partner.
Huh?
Yugen has partner.
My work partner.
Yeah, I know. I'm harassing you.
Oh.
Kinda. Awkward. Ah!
Well, in my luck, it is the expected partner for me as an old white guy. So definitely not the kind of partner I want to have per se. I'd like to have a hot young female partner who gets excited after lots of sales and goes, "Oh my God, you made a good character. We did good work. Here's some news to celebrate." Well, thank you, friend.
Of course I got the wrong way.
What the fuck do I have left? Oh, I got 10 of those. I got 10 makeups to do. I've got 13 lips. That's 23. And then that's 43. 43. Yeah, I've got about 50 or so numbers to do.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, alright. Well, the only good thing is they're 300 by 300, so they take about 3 to 5 minutes a shot.
Oh.
As long as I remember to stop them. I render them to about 100 iterations, 200 if it's something to do with the eyes, and then I just stop them and save them up. And I shouldn't have to run any of these through Photoshop except for the nails and the loaders. And the loaders are going to take a little bit longer because I need those to look a little bit more, pop.
Yeah.
Have more pop to them. But it's literally, I'll drop one into the chat for you. Let's see what I'm talking about here. They're literally just preset renders. So inside the program, if you wanted to change the eye color, there'd be a little 91 by 91 icon. That one there that I posted is called white smoke, right? So it's a white smoky color. And so if you wanted to see what that's supposed to look like, you would hover over it and it would show that larger version. So yeah, this is just software thumbs right now. And it's something that only a small number of vendors bother with. Most of them just leave it to be the 91 by 91. I've always had a gripe with that. I think it's lazy as shit and not showing the customers exactly what they bought. There's no way to really see anything until you actually can be able to see a larger version. So I've always made a point to include those. And it's funny because even the Stone Edge, why do you bother to include those? No one else really does. I'm like, well, the big vendors over on Daz do, and the big vendors on Window do, so I want to be a big vendor, so I'm going to include them too. Oh shit, I should find out if there's any updates on that. It's been offline for the last 2 days. Literally.
Who?
Oh, my teacher. I'm waiting on him to see if there's a fix. So the new product I'm working on, the new character, Gimpy, which I really want to change her name to Sparky right now. Gimpy is the biggest character I've ever built to date. She has the most options and features and shit, not like size-wise.
Yeah.
She's 452 pounds and no parka. She's the biggest thing I've made to date, and she's got versions for G3 as well as G8. She's got fiber mesh eyebrows, all sorts of shit. Also made a 30 pack of expressions. And I got all of the shit done for the G3 version, but when I went to convert them to G8, they're not working because there was no such thing as eyelashes being a separate character back in Genesis 3, like it is now in Genesis 8. And so we tried everything we could think of. He asked one or two people real quick, and they gave a solution that might work. It didn't work. So he was going to make a post in the PA forum over at Gaz, or the PA chat or whatever, and see if any of the big boys knew an answer or a workaround outside of making them by hand. And it's been a couple of days, and I kind of need to know so I know what to do moving forward, because I think the worst case scenario is going to happen, and that expression pack just isn't going to go out. Because I can't release it if I don't have both versions included. So I might just keep it as an internal thing for us to use on our G3 figures, so it's not a complete and total loss. But that's one of the things holding up Gimpy from getting sent over to get all of the rendering done. And I gotta finish Summer first. Summer was supposed to get submitted last week, but shit happened and I was not able to work for a couple of days.
Mm.
And that was a very unique situation too, because whenever shit gets bad, I just work to clear my head and keep my brain occupied. But when work is the reason you're all fucked up,
Yeah.
Working in the software doesn't help at all. Because literally, remembering what I wrote, I'm sitting there trying to work on Gimpy, and all I can think of is, oh, it's a shame this will never be seen by them. Oh, they would have been impressed by this. It's like, fuck you. Keeping your escape is now blocking your ass. My escape just cock-blocked me. It's like in Fight Club when he goes to his safe place and Marley's there. Side! Fuck no, get out of here! This is my safe space in my brain, bitch, get out! I was on a musical kick the last few days. Watched Sweeney Todd night before last. Last night did Repo. And started Les Mis but fell asleep. Which was kind of the point of Les Mis, is I wanted to fall asleep. So I let Wolverine sing me to sleep. It worked.
Nice.
Happy. Yeah.
Oh, my eyeball itches.
Don't scratch it with a fork, no matter what you hear. That does not work well.
I use a spoon.
I mean, kind of works, but I really wouldn't advise it. Of course, I don't give good advice.
Spoon works fine for me.
Okay. Backwards or scoot side in?
Backwards.
Okay, yeah, that works. You know what doesn't work though? Filling your urethra with fruity pebbles and thinking you can have a party when you come. That doesn't work very well.
Ouch.
And despite what you might think, Rice Krispies will not snap, crackle, and pop when pre-cum starts.
Oh God.
That was yesterday's thought process. I wonder if I could shove a bunch of this in there and then shoot it out and make a party.
Oh God.
I didn't try it, of course. It was just a mental
exercise
of insanity.
I know.
Told Sean just laughed.
Yeah.
Of course, the way I phrased it, Sean was, "Hey, Sean, guess how many fruity pebbles I was able to stick in there?" She's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I wanted to have a party. It's like confetti when you come." Whee!
42.
Yeah. You would hope so, but no. It was more like 106. On that note, I'm gonna grab a smoke. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually think I need to take a break here.
Okay.
Because my body is starting to get a little bit ornery. So
I hear you on that. I'm making love to an ice pack today.
that sounds like an idea.
You gonna stay on Discord or you going to sit down or lay down?
I'm gonna lay down.
Okay.